Joining me now is former independent counsel Ken Starr. Ken, let's deal with the hearing today on social media, Google, Facebook, and Twitter. What was your reaction to Adam Schiff saying, yes, he applauded the Twitter's decision to put a warning label on the president's tweets?
A little bit of hypocrisy in Washington, D.C. I thought we were now in favor of transparency. Let's get the John Bolton book out, et cetera. But it depends on whose ox is getting gored. I think these platforms need to play it straight, play it balanced, play it honorably. And thus far, we just have questions about virtually all of them. Facebook now taking heat for being much more open to say, look, we are only going to censor that which we're authorized to do under federal law, and that has to do with really outrageous kind of stuff as opposed to a political statement. Technology needs to get, these platforms need to get a coherent strategy in terms of what they believe in and to follow that faithfully and consistently. Thus far, they're not doing that.
Let's get to John Bolton's book. We've got top Democrats led by House Speaker Nancy Pelosi now talking about subpoenaing John Bolton for testimony. Is this impeachment 2.0? I mean, the Democrats are saying Bolton put the GOP in greed over country and threw the country under the bus to sell a book. What do you think?
That's just political rhetoric on the part of the Democrats. In fact, as I recall, John Bolton said, hey, subpoena me. But of course, there was a rush, right? Remember that? We've got to get this impeachment process done. And he would have responded, apparently, to a subpoena. But here's the great tension. The First Amendment believes in transparency and openness. And so John Bolton has important things to say, whether you like them or whether you don't. But there's now a serious issue that's in court. Does he, in fact, disclose classified information, highly confidential, highly sensitive information? So now we go to court. We don't just have squabbles between his very able lawyer, Chuck Cooper, and the White House. Now we go to court, a very able judge and former Chief Judge Royce Lamberth. He's going to sort through all this at a hearing tomorrow afternoon.
Okay, so the explosive allegations against the president in the book, that he supported, or rather green-lighted and said, yes, it's okay for China to have prison camps for 1 million Muslims. You know, other anecdotes in there undercutting the president, that he defended the Sauds against the Khashoggi murder, right, the Washington Post columnist, in order to change a negative headline that would have gone against Ivanka Trump, and more explosive allegations about that Trump did want to stop military aid to the Ukraine in order to get information on Biden and Hillary Clinton. Go ahead.
Deeply troubling, but Liz, it begs the question, John, Mr. Bolton, if you were this concerned, why didn't you resign? I don't think there's a good answer for that. To continue to serve, take notes, and then do a book 2 months after you've left office, it doesn't pass the smell test.
Do you believe him?
I have not read it all. John Bolton, I think, is an honorable man. I've known him for many years. But his China statement has been disputed by someone who was in the meeting. So we just have to get the book and assess it and see what other eyewitnesses. The president usually is not alone in these meetings. So we will soon find out whether there's disagreement with the facts.
Yeah. Ken Starr, it's great to have you on. Thank you so much. And we're going to dig into that. Official was in a meeting disputing what John Bolton said later in the show.